Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel Udeni Vanga. I'm a content creator where I share learnings from my journey so that it helps you. I received a lot of DMs and comments regarding Java developer, my journey, and non-CSE background to CSE background. So today let's talk about all these things and let's talk about the real journey, not just the destination and not those 100 days challenges and 6 months challenges. Let's talk about the real struggle behind becoming a Java developer. There's nothing very special about my schooling. I completed my SSE from a convent school. I was always a sincere student. And you know how Indian parents are, especially for girls, we are expected to be responsible and disciplined. And I followed the same, aimed for 98%, ended up with 95%. I felt very bad, but when I recollect those, now I feel funny about those. Then comes the turning point. I wrote the diploma entrance test just to test myself. Unexpectedly, I scored very well. At that time, there was a good scope for government jobs in electrical engineering, and my grandfather is already into civil engineering, but his friends are in electrical department, and they influenced my father to choose electrical engineering for me. But deep inside, I wanted to become a software engineer. In my joint family, my uncles work in product-based companies, John Deere, Google, and Samsung. I used to see them working peacefully in front of system, and I used to think that it's a simple job. So I wanted to become a software engineer, and I inquired about this electrical degree, and I got to know that I can have two career options. One is into IT and one is into electrical department. And again, I was a sincere student in diploma, also scored 97% overall and 100 out of 100 in math in every semester. And I was good at some toughest subjects in electricals, that is like network theories and many others. I was a sincere student because I always believed as an elder I should be responsible and disciplined. Through ESET, I directly entered into BTech second year. That's when my confidence broke because I skipped some of the first year subjects like C programming where others were already ahead. Also, I failed in one of the subjects in mid exams because I didn't have great exposure to physics because I was a diploma student. Anyhow, I worked hard and I cleared that subject in my semester exams. In EEE core subjects, I was very good, but I struggled in programming. And in my college, there was a program where students build projects in Java, Python, and Django. That's when I realized how much I didn't know. And then I decided I must learn computers at any cost. I started with YouTube tutorials while managing EEE subjects, but I wanted structured learning. That's when I approached CSE faculty member in my college and explained my story. He saw my seriousness and guided me. Even today, he wishes me on my birthday. That's the other thing. So yeah, every Sunday I used to wake up early in the morning, sit alone and study. Sometimes I used to bunk college just to study, and that's when COVID happened. During Corona, my uncles used to work from home, so I thought it was a golden period for me to gain as much as knowledge possible from my uncles. So I used to wake up early in the morning, put everything on paper, and then I used to code. After coding, if I stuck anywhere, I immediately used to ask my uncle, and he used to direct me. So that way, he helped me in programming, and also he told me the importance of Java, but I ignored it. I concentrated on C at that time, but then after realizing importance of Java plus DSA, I shifted to Java and DSA. I used to solve DSA problems in C initially, but then I shifted to Java. In the earlier days, I used to solve 6 problems every day, 2 from easy, 2 from medium, and 2 from hard. That discipline changed me. During my learning phase, my uncle told me how important debugging is. So I used to debug my entire code, and I used to understand how code is working exactly. And that debugging skills helped me a lot in my placement exams and interviews as well. After many rejections, I finally cracked Accenture with a differential package, and then I also received offers from TCS, Cognizant, and Wipro. But I joined Accenture because it's a good company and package was also very good. It was a differential package, so I chose Accenture. After my graduation, for 3 months, I worked as an intern at Cognizant, and for 4 months, I was unemployed. Many people suggested me to learn Java or CSE skills, but I ignored it. I thought company training would be enough. That was my first mistake. Instead of waiting for your joining date, start learning coding or any other CSE skill. Do not waste your time. That time will never come back. Finally, I joined the company. First 15 days were fun, meeting people, induction, enjoying the office atmosphere and company's accommodation. And I prayed to God not to give me Java domain, but Java chose me. The training was fast but not detailed. I struggled again. Anyhow, I passed the exams and Viva. I thought that once I entered into an MNC, I wouldn't have any interviews, but project interviews started. After training for 1 month, I was on bench. After 1 month, I was interviewed for a Google project, and after 2 rounds of interviews, I got selected. I enjoyed Google's environment, amenities, especially the food. We generally watch food reels of Google on Instagram, right? It was exactly the same in real life, but technically it was tough. I was a fresher handling responsibilities meant for experienced people. In interview, they asked Java and databases, but the actual work was in Python and Angular. I was confused. I started learning Spring, Hibernate, JPA, Spring Boot parallelly. After deep thinking, I decided to take a risk and asked for a roll off. I also started attending interviews outside the company. That is when I understood how important coding is. Almost every Java interview asked me coding question, and not just theory, not just Spring Boot. That's when I seriously started learning DSA and solving lead code consistently. And internal projects rejected me because I didn't have Java experience. So my Google projects lead suggested me to mention that I had Java experience. I was scared, but during background verification, my lead supported me and confirmed that I had worked on Java. Always be nice and polite to your leads and higher level people. In my case, my lead helped me in my background verification and supported my growth. During this phase, I met with an accident due to an Uber driver. My hand was fractured. Even during the recovery phase, I kept learning. This is my learning one. You have to always prioritize your work, upskilling, and mental health. I used to take breaks. I used to meet my friends, go out on Sundays, and I always used to come back to my studies. Managing mental health, physical health, social life, and preparation took time, and this is my learning for. Sometimes growth take time. It depends on your priorities, mental health, social life, and your life situation. So yeah, don't compare your timeline with others. Even with the fractured hand, I studied. So please do not give lame excuses to yourself when it is actually possible, because ultimately you are the one losing time. Set short-term goals instead of imagining that you complete everything in one day, because if you overload yourself, you'll feel pressure and disappointed. So break your goal into small achievable tasks. Finally, I got into my dream project, which was a very strong project with Spring Boot, Java, Oracle DB, MongoDB, Kafka, Amazon Kinesis, React, JavaScript. I was very happy, but at the same time expectations were very high. But I didn't show fear. Some small things like approving PR, raising PR, I searched about those, I learned, and I did it. Sometimes I used to work till 4 a.m. in the morning because I thought it was a good project, and if I spent time there, I could learn many things. And that way I faced clients directly. I faced them every single day and I improved every single day. So yeah. And then I started gaining real-time experience in Spring Boot and Java, and parallelly I continued DSA, at least one problem daily, because I didn't want to lose that consistency, and that consistency helped me to grow further. Regarding the detailed Java roadmap, I'm not going to explain every single topic in detail in this video, because honestly you can find Java roadmaps in many other channels as well, and I don't want to repeat the same information that is already available everywhere. But since many of you asked in the comments, I'll briefly tell you the correct order. The complete and detailed roadmap document is available in the description below. You can download it and follow it step by step. Now let me tell you the practical sequence in a simple way. First, you should be perfect with core Java, not just theory. You should practice programs, write code, understand OOPS deeply, understand collections properly, because collections is interview's favorite topic. If your core Java is weak, everything else feel confusing. Only after that move to DSA, and for DSA I preferred Striver's A to Z sheet. I prefer the same thing to you. And practice problems consistently, then learn databases properly. SQL is very important in real projects. After that, move to Spring and Spring Boot, build real projects. Then you can learn front end basics, and don't forget version control systems like Git. And very importantly, soft skills, communication, explaining your project, handling interviews, that matters a lot in the industry. And the detailed roadmap is in the description. Before ending this video, I want to tell you something very honestly. Have practical everyday short-term goals. Study for how many hours you can put in on that particular day. Only thing that matters is quality, not just the number of hours you spend. And it doesn't matter if you spend 10 hours a day or 2 hours a day. Only thing that matters is how much you actually understood. Also have social life, because people say this, right? Life is not same to everyone. So yeah, don't just blindly believe those 100 days challenges or 6 months challenges, because life doesn't work that way. Just like how I had roll-offs or accidents, similarly you people may also face some situations in your life where you need to give time to your family, friends, your health, or any other issues. Also, everybody's speed of learning is different. Some people understand things quickly and some people understand things slowly. It's completely fine. Only thing that you need to do is you should stay consistent. Consistency doesn't mean that you should work 10 hours a day or study 10 hours a day. Consistency means you should not give up. When things doesn't work according to your plan, then you should change your plan, but you should not lose your consistency. Honestly, when I started learning Java for the first time, I took a lot of time even for simple programs. But when I kept revising, things became clear. So don't judge yourself too early. Only thing is you should stay consistent and take your time. That's completely fine. And now I feel that God doesn't give what we want, He gives what we need, because of the career moves and transitions I had. In the upcoming videos, I'll be sharing my next career moves and transitions I had.